Good morning everyone, this is Anthony from Perth Tailoring Co. This is Q&A number 2. Get to know your tailor. So these are the questions that we get every day almost, and we've compiled it. These are the top questions, or the most asked questions. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 questions here today, and the first question, the most asked question and inquiry via email, through social, or all of that, is: does Perth Tailoring Co. alter, adjust, or mend regular clothing, i.e. jeans and shirts? Well, the short answer is yes, and we do actually a lot of it. Now, with Perth Tailoring Co., we look a certain way, so people assume that we don't do the smaller adjustments. However, in saying that, we do a lot of it, and I would say we're much more careful than your regular alteration store. The main reason to that is because we're so used to dealing with very complex garments like wedding gown suits, and also we're the contractor for all the major international labels like Prada, Louis Vuitton, and all the top tier Gucci and all that. So we're the service agents for them. So we're just so used to doing detail. So if you can imagine, when you translate it to a pair of jeans, we're not going to take their jeans any less. We're going to be just as careful with your jeans. So the short answer to that, we do mend, we do repair, we do shorten jeans, shirts, and all your things that your local store would do. But I would say we're just a little bit more careful when it comes to it, that's all. So next question number, sorry about this. Question number 2. Is Perth Tailoring Co. expensive? Okay. I would say, personally, no. I would say no. And I'm going to have a 2-part answer to that. Okay, so Perth Tailoring Co. is not expensive in comparison to any other local general alteration stores. Now, the prices that you may get for shortening a pair of jeans in the city is pretty standard. They're around by the 25 mark. And we're the same. We don't charge any more just because we look a certain way or we're just more careful. It actually takes the same time. Rent in the city is roughly about the same, so we're pretty much competitive across the board when it comes to your general adjustments. So yeah, that's a short answer to that. The second phase of that answer is yes, we can be, if you are asking to do very complex things. Now, in a way, we're one of the few, or the only one in the city that is bespoke qualified. In saying that too, you will be hiring our most senior staff. They are not your regular seamstress or machinist that does the alteration side of things. They are your pattern cutters, they are your designers, they are your actual tailors. Now, if you can imagine, if you hire a handyman, the rates will be less than if you were to hire a specialist, like an electrician. Their rates are a little bit different because they specialize in a certain area. So we do have both, and the price does vary, but are we competitive? Instead of like, are we expensive? Yes, we are very competitive in your general adjustment. Sorry, that was a little bit long, that answer. Okay. So the next question is, how much does my alteration cost? Okay, how long is a piece of string is the easiest way to put that analogy into place. If you're saying your general adjustments, we'd be more than happy if you pick up a phone or just drop us an email and say, oh, how much is the shortened pair of jeans, or how much is the shortened sleeve? They're general adjustment. We have prices for those, and they vary a little bit, mainly because it depends on the garment and how it's constructed. Now, if it's a very delicate fabric like silk, they generally cost more because they're harder and takes longer to work with. So that makes logical sense. But when you ask the question, how much is it to alter my wedding gown? That is very difficult to answer, and it's very hard to give an average too, because if you can imagine, there is no such thing as an average body, nor is there an average wedding dress, because there are millions of design. Is the same analogy as the how much is it to fix my car accident? Just in case if I have a car accident, I want to know a rough cost. It's impossible to predict where the car's going to be hit, nor what parts we need. So it's the same analogy when you do ask that question. It is one of those ones that you really do need a fitting in order to get the precise cost for that. Again, I'm sorry for the really long-winded answers. Okay, let's see if I can rattle through the last one. Okay, how long does it take to alter? Okay, so use the last question with the same answer with this one. It varies. Now, it varies on the complexity, what you need done. On a general sense, if it's like something really basic, like shortening a pair of pants and you need it within that day, we're the same with everyone else. We can do it for you. If it is a matter of deconstructing a suit and remaking the suit, now we can't do that within a day. It's just physically not even possible. So within reason, we are very quick, similar to the alteration stores in your general sense. But the moment you ask for a custom-made suit, a restoration on a vintage wedding gown, okay, so that's different now. They take a lot longer to do. So the answer is we are the same or similar to the general alterations in generals, but we may be a little bit longer in the others. I hope those Q&As has answered a few questions and clarified a few things about Perth Tailoring Co. And if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate, just contact us. We're here to help. Bye for now. Take care. Bye.